And our final story is from Kenya. When the Norwegian Dawn cruise liner docked in Mombasa, it wasn't greeted by local officials. It had Kenya's very own President Ruto rolling out the red carpet. While the government insists this is a strategic push to boost tourism, many young Kenyans are questioning why their head of state is personally playing host to vacationers. Is this leadership desperation or just another misstep? Our report gets you all the drama on the docks. Take a look.
Being a president is no small feat. But if you thought the role of a head of state involved handling crucial matters of importance, think again. Because Kenya's President William Ruto just added cruise ship greeter to his resume. On Sunday, Kenyans were left scratching their heads as President Ruto personally welcomed the Norwegian Dawn cruise liner at the Mombasa port. The luxurious ship, complete with 2,200 tourists and 995 crew members, was met with a red carpet rollout, government officials, and of course the man himself, President Ruto. Taking to X, formerly Twitter, President Ruto enthusiastically declared that the country is investing in every way it can to offer enriching experiences to drive up the tourism numbers. This will also spur foreign investment and stimulate economic growth. While President Ruto painted it as a strategic move to boost tourism, young Kenyans were less than convinced. The question on many people's minds: why is the president of a country personally welcoming a cruise ship? Doesn't he have better things to do for himself and the country? Social media, never to miss a moment, erupted in confusion, sarcasm, and outright disbelief. Some people asked, is this a new low that the president has touched? Someone quipped that he could have left this job for his other executives, while one user bluntly called him an idle man as he has so much time. Then there was another user who didn't want to mince his words and hit the president with the shame word. Last but not the least, is he a desperate president? President Ruto took over the country during a time when Kenya was amidst troubles like rising food and fuel prices, high unemployment, and a debt burden. Ruto promised to fix everything.
And our workers have dignified livelihoods.
But under his guidance, living conditions have worsened. The government rubbed salt on the wounds of common people by proposing to impose new and increased taxes, and fuel and food subsidies were removed. He said these measures would help narrow the country's wide budget deficit. As if this wasn't enough, President Ruto called the kidnappings of government critics fake news. He was even dubbed the King of Skies last year. Ruto took 22 international trips, all in the name of tightening diplomatic ties. Right from Uganda to the United States, he did it all. The money that was spent on these state visits, if used to stabilize the economy, could have brought in some respite for ordinary Kenyans. But despite criticism, President Ruto cannot do without extravagance. Recently, he faced nationwide outrage over his decision to renovate State House Nairobi. An opulent facelift that comes at a time when public schools and government buildings are crumbling. While Kenyans struggle with the rising cost of living, billions of shillings are reportedly being funneled into sprucing up presidential lodges across the country. If the cruise ship welcome party and expensive home makeover weren't enough, President Ruto has also earned himself a new international distinction, though it's not the kind you'd want to put on your LinkedIn profile. He was recently ranked the second most corrupt leader of 2024. This was according to the Organized Crime and Corruption Reporting Project. Yes, out of all the leaders in the world, Kenya's very own president secured silver in the Corruption Olympics. And he even received the most votes for the title. From extravagant renovations to welcoming tourists with taxpayer money, President Ruto's recent moves have left many Kenyans questioning, where do his priorities lie?
Merci beaucoup. Hi. How are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat ke logon ko meri namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs. And that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.